Hey guys, today I'm just gonna try out and also do a review of some makeup tools that I just ordered from Shopee. So let's go ahead and start. So the first product that I'm going to show you here is the MYONLY 4 pieces sponge, and I really like it because it has its own container. And first we have here a wedge shaped sponge, and by the way it is very soft even if it's not yet wet. Next we have this multitask sponge. I have two of these, and we have a oval shape, and it does double the size when it's wet and it's more soft. So I'm gonna use the Pink Flash foundation, and I have here in the shade Vanilla, and this is the one that I'm going to use now. So at first I really thought the sponge will just suck all the product, but it didn't. It really did a good job. I mean, I can easily work with the foundation, and yeah, as you can see, I didn't have any trouble applying or blending my foundation on my skin. So yeah, good job. Next, I'm going to apply my concealer, and I'm just going to use the same sponge that I blend with my foundation. And yeah, so I'm just gonna blend this one out. And I have no idea why I applied concealer there, but anyway. Next, I'm going to apply my liquid highlighter, and I'm just going to use the sponge again. I'm using the tip of the sponge to apply my highlighter on my cheekbones and also on my nose. Next product that I'm going to show you here is the eye brushes, or the eye brush set from Maange or Maange. I really have no idea how to pronounce this, but it's just spells Maang. So first that I'm going to use are these double-ended eye brush set. So first we have here the M12. So this is just typically a spoolie and an angle brush. This is what we use, I mean, basically for our brows. So I'm just gonna grab my clay dough, and I'm just going to use this spoolie, and I'm just gonna brush up my brows looking like caterpillar. And for my brows, I'm going to use the Make Me Brow by the Detail Cosmetics. And then I'm going to use the angle brush. I'm going to dip my angle brush there. By the way, this is not so stiff, but it's okay. And that's what I'm going to use to apply the powder. Next brush here is the M16, and this is the lip and concealer brush. And to be honest, I have no idea why did they make a lip brush that is so small. I mean, you can just use this one to apply a highlight on your inner corner, but not as lip brush. Or you can use this one as a smudger. And on the other side, which is the concealer brush, I did use this one for to clean my brows, because at least it's small and it's detailed. And yeah, I think this one is also good for applying concealer on your small acne, or to cover up some small dark spots on your face, and it's okay. But the lip brush, no, you can't use this as lip brush. It can't cover your lips. Okay, so the other brows is done, and now I'm going back to the sponge, and I use it to apply my eyeshadow primer, and I'm using the 020 eyeshadow primer in the shade Natural. So the palette that I'm going to use for today's eyeshadow look is the palette from Focallure, and this is the Impressionism eyeshadow palette, and this has 18 matte eyeshadow, and this is so perfect for beginners. The first shade that I'm going to apply is the shade Butter, and I'm going to use the M15 eyeshadow brush. This is the eyeshadow plus contour brush, and I'm going to use the fluffy side of the brush. And yes, I'm going to apply the butter on my upper crease, or my actual crease. I'm dipping on the shade Butter again because I just want to add more shade on my crease. Okay, so about the brush, I just like how small the blending brush is, because if I use a big and fluffy brush, I tend to reach the color on my eyebrows, which I don't like. I like it when my eyeshadow will just stay on where it's supposed to be. I don't want it to reach on my eyebrows, because that doesn't look good. So yeah, I like this blending brush actually. Next, I'm going to use the flat side of the brush, which is the eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use this one to dip into a darker shade, and I'm going to place this just right under the transition shade, and I'm just gonna keep blending that back and forth. Then I'm just gonna switch on the other brush, and I'm just going to blend that one. And this is what I like it when blending on the darker shade, because it won't, as what I've said, it won't reach on my brow bone or on my brows, because it is very small and is so precise on blending the darker shade. I just went back and add more shade of mocha, and I'm just gonna blend that again on my crease. Using again the flat brush, I'm going to dip in the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm just going to darken up the side of my eyes. So I'm gonna place the dark color there on the side, and I'm just going to connect it on the upper crease, or the color of my crease, and I'm going to blend that just right on the outer half, because I am going to do a cut crease. So I'm just gonna blend it only on the sides of on the outer side of my eyes. Now I'm going to grab my concealer, and I'm going to create a cut crease, I'm using the M16, the concealer and lip brush. I'm going to use the M17 flat eyeliner and shadow brush, and I'm using the flat eyeshadow brush to apply this on the concealer, and I'm using the shade WA from the Focallure High Perth palette. And I really like this brush because it's so precise on applying the shimmers on your eyelids or wherever you want to apply it precisely. It's so flat, and yeah, it's not stiff, but it really does a good job. I'm going back to the shade Mocha, and I'm using the M15 eyeshadow brush, and instead of just applying it on the center, I want it to, because if I just follow the line, if I just follow it like straight, it kind of looks boring. So I did make it look angular, like an angled separation there. Yeah, as you can see, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not following the straight line from the concealer and the eyeshadow, so I did an angled cut crease. I'm going back to the M17, and I'm using the flat eyeliner brush, and I'm going to dip the shade dark mocha, and I'm going to place that on my lower lash line. So this is what my other eye looks like, and I'm just going to apply false eyelashes, mascara off cam. And the last brush that I'm going to show you from the double-ended brush is this angled shadow and blending brush, which is the M18. I typically don't use angled brush. It's because they're just, I don't use them a lot. I don't really use angled brush, but you can actually use this angled brush to apply an eyeliner or an eyeshadow, not eyeliner, eyeshadow on your lower lash line. Or you can also use this one to smudge your eyeliner on your waterline because it is flat and it's a bit stiffer. And yeah, you can also do precise makeup using this one. So next we're moving on to the other brush set or eye brush set from the brand Maange. So this retails for 96 pesos, and you have 5 eyeshadow brush set. So this is what it looks like. I really love the green handle, and at the tip of the handle you can see the brand Maange. And this is what it looks like. It is a tapered blending brush, and I really love the brush. It's so soft but not flimsy, and you can definitely blend your eyeshadow very well. And I'm just using the shade Marshmallow, and I'm placing that all over my crease. I'm also using this one to set my eyeshadow primer. I'm using the tip of the brush, and I'm going to take the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm going to place that on my crease as well. You can definitely build the eyeshadow just right on your crease because the tip of the brush is not flat, and then it won't go all over the place. So it is pointed, so you can really do a precise blending just on your crease. Next, I'm going to take this large flat eyeshadow brush, and I really love the bristles or the brush because it's really soft. I mean, it's not that soft. It is soft, but it's sturdy and not flimsy. And I'm going to take the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm going to place this on my crease just to darken up the color of the crease. I am actually going to create a halo eyes on this side, so yeah, just wait until it's finished. You can definitely apply pigments or pack up the pigments by using this large flat brush, and you can also use this one as a blending brush. I mean, it is very sturdy and you can have control on blending the eyeshadow on your crease, which is really nice. So the next brush is just the smaller version of this flat eyeshadow brush, and this is just so amazing because you can really create a very precise application by using this brush, especially when you're doing a halo eye. You can really create V shape or a round shape on the outer and inner corners. Yes, I mean, I think I can see myself using this brush a lot. Next, I'm going back to the double-ended brush, and I'm going to use the flat eyeliner or the flat shadow brush. This is the M17 brush, and I'm just going to pick up the shade WA, and I'm going to place it in the middle. Like I'm really applying it precisely because the brush can really apply it like where it has to be. The next brush that I'm going to use is this pencil brush or a smudging brush, and I'm going to take the shade Mocha and Dark Cocoa, and I'm going to apply this under or my lower lash line. I'm just gonna wipe off this pencil brush at the back of my hand, and I'm going to take the shade WA from the Perth palette, and I'm going to apply that on my inner corners. I'm just using this sponge to clean up the sides of this eye, and I'm just going to apply my falsies off cam. And this is what it looks like, and I'm really happy with the products, especially the sponge and the green handle brush set, and yeah, and also the double-ended brushes. But the only brushes that I don't want to use, I think it's the M16, which is the concealer and the lip brush. I'm not gonna use that a lot because I don't think that's useful. So yeah, that's it, and I hope you enjoy watching this video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe to my channel.